collect the greatest prize of all.
Mr. Roberts will be the referee in this fixture. And away he goes. The whistle goes. Taken by Russell Gartner inside his quarter. Ploughs his way out to within 5 metres of the quarter line. Lee Crooks onto Paul Sironen. Be looking for a big game. It's not a bad start. Good surge there. Gets through a couple of metres. Then Elias at dummy half onto Brooks, who signed a contract today with the Tigers for another 3 seasons. That'll be interesting news for Balmain fans. Elias kicks a long floating torpedo that is taken nicely by Carney back there. Well, now the Illawarra team are going to have to prove to everyone that they can play football under pressure, because this Balmain side does tend to put a team under constant pressure. Mackey, the kick downfield by Larder. Whoops, a daisy. Schofield overran the football then. He had a bit of time to get back. They were all offside. Larder came to Manly from Darwin. Saw the training, experienced the training, didn't like what he saw, went back home. Came back down again as an Illawarra player. Bit of a kicking duel developing here. That's gone to Gale. Gale's got a bit of room to move. He's got it out to Russell Gartner, who slips on the field. David, am I right in saying there's a little bit of dew on the ground?
I was going to say that to you, Rex. We've already seen on 2 occasions with firstly Gary Schofield and then Russell Gartner that the dew is a problem, and I think, Steve, you'll agree that the ball handling could be a problem out there tonight.
It certainly will, David. There is a little bit of dew on the ground, but I'm sure that they're all first-grade players, and we hope to see a lot of reduced drop ball tonight.
All right, Steve, I'll be having a chat with you from time to time throughout the night, so stick around, old boy.
Thanks, Rex.
On to David Brooks, a good charge. He must feel better now that he's got a contract under his belt. Then Elias from dummy half, away to Crooks. Crooks gets the kick in. Oh, it's broken badly. I think it went off Davidson's foot. And they had to hasten that over the dead ball line. Scott Gale 5 metres back from the quarter line now. On to Hardwick, the lock forward. Got a bit of a, yes, and the referee's seen it too. It's number 13 there, Keith Cole. He's going to be spoken to. He's evidently a fellow that can't resist putting a bit of a punch in. And that's a rather silly place to do it, because it's only about 23 or 4 metres out, and it's only about 5 metres off centre. And that's no way to win a rugby league game, let me tell you. Hands on hips, moves in now. Not missed that one. That's as straight as a gun barrel. Augurs well for the night. So after a few minutes play, Balmain 2, Illawarra 0. Steve Mortimer, have you got any comment to make?
Well, they've done a host of silly things down their own 25, like the penalty we first saw, and Roscommon put 2 points over, and they can all afford to throw silly passes or not control the ball, particularly in their own 25 when there's dew on the ground. Well,
that's 3 times they lost the ball on the first tackle. I just don't understand how a team is thinking about playing a game of football with that mistake ratio. Here's Balmain going with Elias, throws the dummy, goes straight in underneath the post. It's going to be a big night for Benny. He's been doing that sort of running all night. Possession held, Balmain 28 tackles, Illawarra 9. That's the answer. There's your reason. The goal's been kicked by Conlon. He's got 2 from 2. And the scoreline remains Balmain 8, Illawarra 0. Now the last tackle. Mackey, little grubber kick through. The race is on for it. It's thrown down. It's a try. McIndoe's come up with a try. Schofield knocked it on, and McIndoe had the temerity to pat Schofield on the back after that. I just don't believe it. You've got the wrong attitude to the game, this bloke.
Great little kick by Greg Mackey. Well and truly placed in the in goal. Schofield read it well, was there on the spot. Just couldn't control the ball. But plenty of players there chasing the kick through.
Carney's kick has been unsuccessful, just away to the right by about 6 feet. So the score remains Balmain 8, Illawarra 4. At the Whithall, Larder to the Hetherington. Hetherington sights the opening and goes straight through. He's got the Support on the outside. It's gone away to Bradley, and Bradley's in for the try. A fine try. Hit back that's really shocked Balmain, I would suggest. The ease with which that was scored. See it again.
Enormous pressure on the Balmain side now. They went into the match as hot favourites. Put this one down to 1, Michael Bolt. He came up with his 3rd scrum win against the feed. The Tigers had been forced to put Scotty Gale in to feed the scrums after Michael Neal had lost 2 when he went feeding. But brilliant play. They just took the 1 tackle, went out wide looking for the numbers. They certainly had the numbers out wide. Of course, remembering the fact that players still in the sin bin, Lee Crooks and also Keithy Cole, so problems for both sides when in defence, but the numbers were used correctly, and Brian Hetherington, plenty of experience. He didn't pass too early. He made Gary Schofield commit himself in defence, left the way open clear there for Graham Bradley to put the Tigers well and truly back on their heels.
Unsuccessful, just away to the right, so the score remains Illawarra 8, Balmain 8. There's Dean again to Dean Hanson, the lock forward. Way to Mackey, who's electric. This fella, he's got pace, let me tell you. He scored some good tries into Larder. Larder's going to score a try for Balmain, and it's a sensational try. Mackey really showed a clean pair of heels on that occasion and turned it back into Larder. See it again, it's a beauty.
Plenty of confidence in this Steelers outfit in this opening to the second half. They've been keeping it simple, nothing too fancy, just strong patterns of play to the middle of the ruck. They've been using the blind and out wide. Too much pace, Greg Mackey, and Steve Larder back inside. Plenty of support. Count the Steelers players. They're backing up. 2 and 3 men supporting the break by Mackey.
9 metres out. Kicks it out of the ground. It's another goal, so the score remains Illawarra 14, Balmain 8. 14 points to 8. The kick at goal is attempted from 10 yards short of the halfway line. It's a beautiful goal. He's kicked it directly over the black dot. A bit of vintage Conlon. Illawarra 14, Balmain 10. Now Conlon from only 22 metres out. And he's got it, so the score now diminishes slightly. Illawarra 14, Balmain 12. They're doing it the hard way. Haddock. I think we're going to see an incident here. I just caught out of the corner of my eye an incident. I think Spring's been sent from the field. He has, and that will be a woeful experience for Illawarra.
Well, away goes the forearm to Peter Spring, and one would wonder if, in fact, he's going to let this game turn back to the Balmain Tigers now. Not quite sure if it warranted a send-off, that incident. I certainly think it was strong tactics there on the behalf of the referee, Kevin Roberts, but you certainly can't feel sorry for a man that's going to leave his side down to 12 men.
Yes, he scored a couple of tries in his debut, did he not?
That's correct, Rex.
The goal was unsuccessful, or was it? Goal was successful, my mistake. So we've got a scoreline that reads, am I right in saying that, Alan Catt, 14 all? McGuire charging ahead. The Balmain fans are really getting their act together. Benny Elias goes for the drop goal, and suddenly Balmain are back in the lead again. The score, 15 Balmain, 14 Illawarra, and Elias had to actually wait for a player to get out of his way. Brooks gets a pass away out there to Clarke. Clarke away to... Well, there's another field goal from Schofield. A freakish one. Didn't look very good in flight, but when you see it again, it still counts a point. Watch this.
We were talking before about cool heads. Plenty of experience for Gary Schofield. He saw that Kevin Roberts hadn't ruled that a charge down. There was no 6 tackles still to go for Balmain, and just snuck that extra point. The Tigers 16, the Steelers 14.
About 5 minutes to go in this match. And there's the hooter. And it's been a win to the Balmain side. A rather fortuitous win, one must say. 16 points to 14. Now let's have a look at this. Conlon 5 goals, Elias a try, Elias a field goal, and Schofield a field goal. Make up the 16 points for Illawarra. McIndoe, Bradley and Larder in a 3 tries to 1 situation. Carney only 1 goal.
What a great game of rugby
16 points to 14. Balmain have defeated Illawarra, the use of the lowly field goal.
16 points to 14.